Hello everyone! Welcome back to my Let's Play of Bug Fables. Last time we had a couple situations, talked about Kabu's horn, talked about V's horn that she doesn't have, and we got Leaf from a spider that no one definitely tried to run away from and leave us to die. This time we will continue on. Should probably check the time this episode right. Okay. What a weird tablet. It's written in an even weirder language. Is it, Hickbugnian? It seems to be an ancient script. These letters look familiar to us. We should be able to decipher it. Let us check it again. You can switch your party order during battle using the strategy flower. Or, you can actually just press buttons. Whoever's in front receives a bonus to attacking power, as I said, but they are targeted more by enemies. Can't switch if someone has exhausted all their turns, remember that. I know I hardly remember that. Starting off by pressing the right button? I promise I did not practice between recordings. It's actually been a few days since the last recording. I think these guys have like 5 HP and 1 defense. By Venus, that ant walks after its passing. It's a zombie ant. I truly believe they were nothing more than a myth. It is my duty as a fellow explorer to end its suffering. And there we go, suffering ended. End suffering with more suffering. Fight fire with fire. Got a crunchy leaf. The crunchiest of leaves. Oh no, I've gotten back to pressing the wrong buttons. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong on this, but Kabu may have some defense piercing. As a bonus effect of his horn flipping things. I could be wrong on that, because I don't remember it being explicitly mentioned anywhere. What's my experience looking like? If you need to know your experience, you can wait a bit inside battle, and it'll pop up on the lower right. I was wondering if I have, if I'm close to leveling up, then I may start using these team attacks more, just so that I can get more experience with it. Ooh, mushroom. Honestly, I may start doing it because there's so many items in this first area. Crystal Berry. Pressing B in battle allows you to change who is currently acting without changing the party order. Each party member has different ways of attacking and different reaches for their attacks and skills. Find who is currently acting to not waste actions on the wrong enemy. Oh god, platforming. Something I'm well versed in and yet still terrible at. We're supposed to go right here, but I'm going to head up here because I see a badge, or medal. I always call medals badges because of my Paper Mario experience. But it doesn't look like we're leveling soon. And we do have a bunch of items, so let's use them. It is the X button to switch. This is an HP plus medal, not an HP plus medal. Normally you want to equip these to Kabu because he's your tank, but for now I'm going to spread the love. HP pluses are why I usually recommend you focus on medal points instead of leveling up HP, because HP pluses allow you to designate HP, as opposed to just giving 1 HP to everyone. This is great for if you play like me, where you using danger strats on V, which require low HP, but you still need a tank, so you can focus on Kabu for HP. There's a little trick I mess with, and I'm sure a lot of people dabble with as well, but you can stay to the side of a barrier where an enemy can't go, let them rub all over that, and then you can get the free first hit in. A fine mist. Okay, this is what we've been doing for a while. Hey, enemy outside of battle will stun it. Excuse me. Had to talk faster there because I had a burp coming. Entering battle while an enemy is stunned grants one more action to the party leader. And that can stack, so if you have badges later that give you extra actions, you can pile those on with that and get a bunch of extra actions. But be careful, the more actions a character has, they will slowly get tired with each turn they perform, and each stage of tired they get will lower their attack by 1. Nice work, everyone! Leaf, watch out! Pepsi Man! That's right, Leaf has the cool, refreshing powers of Pepsi Man. By the great ancestors, what kind of sorcery is that? We, aren't sure. This is new. We are not related to Pepsi Man. You seriously expect us to believe that? You're really not related to Pepsi Man? We mean it. It's the truth. Magic's no common feat. There are less than 10 known sorcerers in history. You're not some criminal with a huge bounty, are you? Only to Coca-Cola. Sorry, you seriously believe that? We'll talk later. I take it you can fight now? We'll try. Wait, everyone! Now we're a trio, let me share a useful technique. Oh, we're finally doing it! Team Relay! Oh, turn relay. I somehow forgot what it's actually called. Picked from the colorful flower. We can lend our turn to another. How is that useful? It sounds tedious. Well, for example, we could let V attack twice to knock down flying enemies. You should let me attack 3 times. I'll take them all on. You shouldn't abuse it like that, though. The exhaustion will reduce your attack power by 1 every time you act in a round. Fine. Well, it sounds mildly useful. We'll try it out. Now, on your guard! We will get to this, but something that will be helpful now we're dealing with mushroom enemies, and we dealt with plant enemies in the form of seedlings earlier. They are weak to ice type attacks. So Leaf is actually a lot more useful against these types of enemies. But we need to deal with the fact that jelly shrooms fly, so... I got it right! Kabu, I'm actually going to have you strategize and spy. That's what I thought. They have 7 HP. That's quite a bit. I cannot hurt this beast while it's airborne. V, would you lend me your strength? Now, normally, being in this position, Leaf should do 2 damage. I believe he will do 3. Yes. Because, as I said, they are weak to ice-type attacks. Tornado toss again. I don't really need to. I can just dogpile him, but I need the practice. As you can see, even though I just got it right for the first time, Leaf actually does have a special attack as well, but we'll need to get to that because it uses a lot more TP. After all, I have a right to be stingy with my power. Goodness, that magic isn't a joke. It's pretty cool. Like the refreshing taste of Pepsi. If you truly couldn't do it before, this den is hiding more secrets than I first thought. Everything's just too suspicious. I don't believe Leaf yet. We're telling the truth. If we had ice magic, that cursed spider wouldn't have caught us. I say let's focus on getting out alive. We can collect our thoughts when we're safe. Very well. If you need us to freeze anything, press B while we are leading. I guess it's fine for now. Onward! I can almost smell the treasure! Actually, V, I just passed out a fart. Oh. Let's see what's up ahead. Okay. Eep! It's not funny, I'm all soaked now! Sorry, V, I couldn't help it. It seems the ceiling's dripping. Ugh, why is there so much water in here under us, above us? It doesn't make sense! This is good, though. What do you mean? If it's water, then it can be frozen with the refreshing taste of Pepsi. Impressive! If you could do that, it opens a lot of options for us. I bet I could push them with my horn as well. That's pretty cool, Leaf. Enemies, the water around us. Even though they could seem like obstacles, we can exploit them for our own benefit. Let's give your ice magic a try on all we can find. Okay, I want to see what's up ahead because I may want to use an item. I want to save some honey drops for the future, and HP is looking good, so I guess probably not yet. Well, what's my items looking like? There's another one up ahead. Aphid eggs I actually want to save for now. Let's use a mushy. This is, I believe, our first example of a discovery. A craftsmanship on this set. Or is that Leaf talking? The craftsmanship on this statue is pretty good, compared to everything else at least. That is! It's a shame this monument outlived its creators. Yeah, you only hear about roaches and folktales nowadays. Pardon, when did the roaches disappear? A bit before I was born, I think. So, pretty recently? Hey! It was indeed quite a recent event. No one knows for sure the how or why, however. This is depressing talk. We should really find a way out. This can't be right. Logbook updated. So, something we have inside this game is discoveries. We'll run into the NPC for these later, but discoveries allow you to find lore about the world, but also you get rewarded based on how many you find. So make sure to interact with this statue, or else you'll probably need to come back for it if you want to achieve 100% completion. Okay. I have an idea. So I'm going to flip that over, and then I'm going to shift over to Leaf, and I'm going to show you guys Icefall. Icefall is special in that it is our first group hitting move, based on where you target. Wherever you drop this ice thing will be where it spreads out from. When an enemy is frozen by this attack, they actually take 1 more damage. So that is actually good for reducing the defense of enemies. Freezing is genuinely useful as long as you learn how to properly apply it, because it's not just about lowering enemy defense, it is also about just keeping them immobile for a turn. Keep an eye on the number next to an enemy that is frozen, and you will see how many turns they will be frozen. If they're only frozen for 1 turn, it may be a good idea to hit them and get that extra damage, but if they're frozen for more than 1 turn, you may want to wait a bit just because it will keep them out of the fight. You can't attack a frozen enemy and keep them frozen. It will break them out in exchange for that damage. This is a yellow crystal, which means it will heal us. So I'm going to go ahead and fight as much as I can near it. Probably wasn't a good idea to lead with V here. The disadvantage of multi-hit moves? Well, I guess I can show it off when you're a hero in Crystal. Oh! Okay, it's actually working. Well, what I was gonna say is, since usually the single hits of multi-hit attacks do 1 without buffs, if an enemy has a single point of defense, they can just tank your entire attack. Like that. There we go. I showed the thing. This is actually a good chance for me to remember, do zombie ants count as fungus? Okay, they do. If you see super next to them while they're damaged, that means it's super effective against them. You really shouldn't need a grind in this game as long as you fight all the enemies you come across. Which is really good because grinding can get a bit tedious inside games like this. And later on we will find a medal that will boost our abilities. Well, not boost our abilities, but I'm trying to think of the right word for it. It will allow us to kill enemies upon touching them if we far over level them, which makes certain areas a lot faster if you're just over leveled for it. Over leveling is usually not actually a problem in this game though, thanks to the fact that bosses will still throttle you. You need to have your good level of experience in order to actually triumph against bosses without... God, if I can words today. Okay, now it looks like we can press X to switch the order of the party. I'm moving Leaf to the front because that will give Icefall one more attack point. I'm actually going to turn Relay to Leaf because I don't think we've seen much of his basic attack yet. It'll count to the end and that'll show a random button of the main 4 buttons. You press that button and it will trigger the attack. Let's drop a Crunchy Leaf. They're very common. I don't know how long we've been here so far. Hopefully this episode doesn't go on as long as the last one, but I really want to get out of this dungeon. If you go back here, there's a Crystal Berry. And behind this big mushroom is actually a small mushroom you can pick up, but I'm full on items. Sorry, I should read that. Geysers can be frozen. Frozen geysers can be used as platforms, but they thaw out after a while. By giving them a heavy strike, namely Kabu's Horn, one can break them faster. Geysers can also carry around lightweight objects on top of them. Here's a little thing about Leaf. You cannot get a free first hit on them with his attack currently. Okay, Kabu cannot break the defense yet, so he's gonna have to just fight. Switch to Leaf's priority here. Now we can focus on Kabu. This is part of the reason that combat inside Bug Fables is so fun. You need to think about which character you're going to switch to at all times. Still trying to get better at that, but at least I'm not missing all of them. Okay, we're close to level up. I won't remember that. Okay, they mentioned light objects can float in the geyser. That geyser is not high enough. So we could freeze this droplet of water here. Have Kabu bump this over. Now it's a bit higher and we can use it to get up here. Here's what I was mentioning earlier. Frozen enemies cannot act and they take increased damage when hit in battle. However, hitting an enemy while it's frozen will thaw it out immediately. Zombie ant. Yeah, let's leave with Kabu. Oh boy. This is a lot. If you see a drive-by and a beetle sticks his middle finger out, that's Kabu flipping you. Just make sure you're prepared for that, because he needs to do that in combat. I don't know if I'm getting better or worse. And there we go. Usually I focus all metal points, but usually I end up with one teamwork point badge on anyway, so I may as well take one teamwork point. Just because we don't have many badges yet. By blocking with precise timing, it is possible to further reduce damage received from enemies. This is super guarding. If you block exactly when the enemy hits, an audio cue and a different message will show up to confirm you've done so successfully. This is what's called as a super block. Super blocks are very useful, but they take a lot of practice to perfect. I mentioned I'm on like my 7th playthrough, 6th, 7th. I don't even have it mastered yet, so don't even worry too much about that unless you're doing a build built around super blocking. There are builds based around super blocking, so I wouldn't neglect trying to learn them. I'm just saying that you will likely take some time to learn them. Okay. As you can see, we get less experience points from enemies as we level up. That is just typical RPG fare. Danger Shroom. Not a very good item, but I want it. Look, just because something isn't perfect doesn't mean I can't eat it. I've eaten plenty of imperfect things. Like, have you guys ever been to Little Caesars? I love Little Caesars. It's not the perfect pizza, but it brings back so many childhood memories. Okay, not childhood memories. My parents treated me better than getting Little Caesars when I was a child. But when I used to go to anime club at my college, we would get Little Caesars for movie days, and those were wonderful. I'd take home like 10 whole pizzas because they would order too many, and me and my family would be eating those for weeks. Okay, more like days. I'm a fat ass, I admit it. Okay, as you can see, one switch lit up part of the door, so let's keep going. Obviously, the other switch needs to be over here. Is there something back here? Okay. My gamer instincts were triggered. My gay instincts get triggered a lot. Oh, geez, they can hit that far? Noted. And forgotten, probably. Okay, Leaf, do the thing. V, do the thing. God donut, V. More like God Donut me. I'm just going for it again to try for redemption. There we go. As you accumulate damage buffs, you're usually okay missing like one of those presses. Usually your damage is so high that you're fine. So getting 2 is okay for me. I'd rather be getting perfect, don't get me wrong, but you just gotta be prepared for some mistakes.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Another one gone. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. This is a magic seed. You will want that. It is a revival item. Very important. Let's eat a leaf. But don't eat Leaf himself. That will cause problems in the future. I know he looks like a hot dog, but you need to save him. Okay, let's see how far this thing can go. About there. I think there's an item behind that, but my items are full. Feel free to check behind that and prove me wrong, but I tend to leave items around if I don't need them. This music is relaxing. I like it. That's an enemy. Is that a taco? Let's just forget about that for a bit. Alright, that's 2 switches. Pretty sure the door should be open now. Good, let's make our way back to the door. Ba, 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 ba. Moonlighter reference for those who know that. Let me make sure I've equipped all my badges. Medals, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I should lead with Kabu. Oh. My memory must be bad. I thought this was the boss room. No, get up. Kabu demands his uppies. Pepsi Man. I'm gonna keep making that joke, probably. Look, how could I not bring up the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi that I don't even drink? Not sponsored. Tell you what, Pepsi, if you sponsor me, I will try you. How's that sound? Is that a fair trade? Look, Pepsi, you could choose right now to sponsor me and make sure I never have to work a real job after college. I just graduated. You could set me for life, probably. I don't know why I went silent as if waiting for them to respond. I know Pepsi is never going to sponsor me. Like, let's be realistic. Too much caffeine would stop my heart with the medication I'm on for my ADHD. But hey, can you imagine if Pepsi decide one day, hey, we're gonna sponsor that guy? Just they show up at my door fully dressed as Pepsi Man. Hey, kid that's nearing his 30s. Hey, kid that's nearing his 30s. You wanna be our new Pepsi Man? You fat ass college graduate with no real job? I'd be like, hell yeah! Sign me up! I mean, who could turn that down? Someone dressed as Pepsi Man showing up? That'd be great! You know what, I'll use a mushroom. I should keep one crunchy leaf because they're still the best healing item we have up to this point. I believe next room is the boss room, but don't go crazy, there's an item up here. And it's actually a decent one. Plus, you don't want to turn down EXP from this guy, do you? Look at him! He's been waiting for you all day! That's a lot of enemies. Maybe I shall let him keep waiting. No, I needed that! Mushroom gummies. We won't be able to make these until later, but they're sweet treats made from mushrooms. Restores 5 HP to the party and cures poison. Sorry, 3 HP to the party and cures poison. 5 HP to the party would be outstanding at this point in the game. Now I should lead with Kabu. Someone's phone just went off next to me. That's fine, but it scared the shit out of me. Could this be the artifact? Some sort of mask? Doesn't really seem special or valuable. Leaf? Are you alright? Yes. This mask has very potent magic. We reacted strongly to it. That settles it then. This is probably a real artifact. Dibs! Leaf shouldn't touch it anyways. The queen has claimed it already, V. The queen. Yeah, whatever. You have found the ancient mask. Oh god! The roof is pissing on us! Curses! It's a trap! We need to leave! And quickly. But it's not over yet. You! Seriously? The spider? It was the worst possible timing. We disagree. It's the perfect time for payback. It won't let us escape. We might as well defeat it. But last time we had to run. We are stronger now, V, and Leaf is with us. Some battles we cannot run from, like taxes. Yeah, alright, let's take it out before the room floods with super laser piss. I'm mainly leading with Kabu because I need his beefiness. And this is also the reason why I kept the hard mode badge on, because I tend to forget to put it back on when I run into this room. This may be unbecoming of us, but After so long, we're going to get revenge. For all the time we spent in that cocoon, you will suffer tenfold. As long as V keeps it knocked down, we will attack it without a hint of mercy. Pardon me, gonna grab some water. Listen to the music. You hear that silence from me, Pepsi? That could have been me drinking you right now. Just letting you know. I need sponsors. I have no job. I'm a college graduate with no job, and I got an art degree. I need help. Anyways. Another good thing about timing your blocks right, you can see that bubble was purple. If I didn't block, I would have been poisoned. Blocking negates the status effects from enemy attacks. I did it right! The reason I keep checking Kabu's skills is that one of his damage dealing abilities does come from level ups, and I forgot if he had it by this point. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I have a revival item. I don't need to go crazy on defending Leaf yet. I'll need to go crazy on it, but I think I will just because I have so many items. Usually I end up with a ton of items by this point with no idea what to do with them, so it's a good thing to actually use some. Boom. I'll have Leaf heal Kabu. Let's just use an aphid egg. The reason I'm having Leaf heal is because he's not in front, so he won't do as much damage, and I need V to be striking the enemy down. So, Kabu for damage and defense, V for keeping the spider knocked down, and Leaf for healing. It looks like I'm getting better at V's ability, but I'll have you know that I tense up every time I have to do it. Just to try to remind myself not to do switch timing. Honestly, it might be a good idea for me to get Kabu poisoned. If you were paying attention earlier, I picked up the Poison Defense Badge. That increases defense by 1 while poisoned. It is genuinely... Poison strats are genuinely one of the best builds in this game. Usually I build V for poison builds. I just have it on Kabu right now because I need him to tank. I'm trying to get rid of these side hoes. Okay, I need to patch myself up. This is not good. Normally I don't need to use the magic seed at this point, but it's okay, you could get more. God donut. I don't want to spend my aphid egg, but I think I have to. You could probably hear me mashing through the mic for that. I am running low on items. I need to finish this off. I've never lost to this enemy before. I'd hate for this to be the first time. Kabu's down. Yep. But it's okay, I think this should be it. Yep! Woo! And we leveled up! Okay, I already got my teamwork point boost, so let's go ahead and get more medal points. We're about to be able to get... Oh, now Kabu learns Heavy Strike. Anyway, we're about to reach the point where we can get more badges. Medals, sorry. We did it! For real this time! We really did it! What a scare! But working together, we were victorious! We did it! Thank you. We don't know much of what has happened to us, but beating up that spider was great stress relief. No problem. I was gonna beat it up anyways. And we got the treasure, too! Curses! We forgot about the flood! We should probably leave while we can. Ah, heck. Ah! The adventurous duo, V and Kalu, dove into Snakemouth Den for their team's first exploration mission. A place known for having consumed any previous explorer that dared to enter. Even so, the team stuck together and were surprised with a new friend, Leaf. Together they found one of the fabled artifacts that the Ant Queen has been looking for. Triggering a trap, they defeated the vile spider before being swept away. What will happen to this trio, who met due to chance? Will they stick together in their journey? Little do they know that their adventure is just starting. End of Chapter 1. But not end of this episode. Ugh, what? V, Leaf, are you alright? Ugh, I'm all soaked! Cripes, we really got lucky. I'm a bit hazy. We got the artifact, then that spider attacked. Eat the artifact! I dropped it! Leaf, did you grab the artifact? I'm dying here. Leaf, did you grab the artifact? Seriously, V, worry about the artifact later. Let's make sure Leaf is okay first. Finally, someone with reason. Next time we'll just freeze the whole dumb river. Whew. I'm so relieved to see you well. So, did you catch the artifact, or...? The artifact is over there. Alrighty, not a scratch. Your concern is so delightfully touching, V. Oh, drop it. You look super fine. Are you flirting? Well, at least we've completed our mission. Ugh, we're gonna need a good rest. After we figure out where we are. If we recall, this is close to the Ant Kingdom. We should get back to the city pretty quickly. It's nice to feel the sun again. It'll be so good to go back. Honestly, V may be raving about the artifact, but saving you is the true victory in my eyes. Are you flirting? Thanks. Geez, calm down over there. Let's report to the Queen and get a reward. What is that? Would you like to save? Yes, so I can end the episode. Save complete. We got achievables! Not sure if those displayed, but I got achievables! I'm not used to that. Steam achievables, anyway. I'm used to the game achievables. Again, I'm gonna end the episode here and shut down the game to cool off my computer. Hopefully the save point works properly and we'll end up back here next time. So next time on Bug Fables, we get our reward and maybe handle some stuff around town. See you guys then.